What's going on, everybody? Will Murphy here with Iron Will Fitness. Today's video is going to be about whether or not the uh, healthy food options at fast food are really healthy. The answer to that is relatively. In relativity to, their signature food or whatever, yeah, it's probably healthy, like a crap ton healthier, really, to be honest with you. Um, you know, uh, you have to think about it like they want the money of the people that are looking to eat healthy. If a woman brings her kids into a fast food restaurant and gets them kids meals, right? Um, but she's trying to eat healthy or whatever, she's not going to want to have the food that they're serving there. So, they've decided that since there's a substantial number of people that are trying to eat healthy and stuff, that they're going to go ahead and offer healthier food options like salads and apples instead of fries and fruit juices and things like that. Um, and yeah, in relativity to the signature menu items, they are healthier. But if you add a bunch of salad dressing or something like that to the salad, you don't know what is going into the ingredients that are in the salad to begin with. I mean, that there's, probably some radishes and lettuce and carrots and some things like that. But then there's also cheese, and they've got a chicken in there that doesn't taste like it was just plain chicken. And then you add whatever salad dressing you want. Usually people that order restaurant salads get ranch dressing. I would suggest going for like a balsamic or vinaigrette of some kind. For the olive oil in it, and the fact that it will help you absorb more of the nutrients from the food that you're consuming with the salad, either in the salad or with the salad. But that's neither here nor there. If you've got your healthier food restaurants, such as like Subway, they tout that they have healthier food options that you can go and have, and I mean, yeah, to an extent. Probably just a regular sandwich is probably a lot healthier than anything you're going to find at one of the bigger fast food chains that serves a lot of fried food and things like that. However, past the meat, when you start adding the cheese and you start adding of course you've got your foot long bread or even your 6-inch bread. And then, you get a bag of chips with that and a soda, you have like rendered this, what was supposed to be a healthy meal, completely unhealthy. Based on the ingredients you chose to add to it. So, I mean, yeah, you can go to a healthy choice for yourself, but, you really have to watch, what you're adding to your food once you get it, just to make it taste better. I see a lot of people at Subway or someplace like that use a lot, and I mean a lot of ranch dressing, which is just ridiculous. How do you even taste the sandwich? You got like, a little bit of meat in there, and then the rest is ranch dressing, covered with a bun. And I just don't see how people would want to have that as a food option. Sorry, a fly just hit me in the face. Anyway, and you've got your other options like, you can go to restaurants that don't necessarily do fried food or do bread or something like that. Your regular taco restaurants and things like that. Even some of the newer taco restaurants, they serve like fried taco shells and things like that. So, I mean, you still have to watch out. Even if you think you're having healthy options compared to what you would normally have, you're really not. Like, you just have to consider that these places want your money, and they're going to serve you whatever you want to get your money. And if some of your family is going to eat just whatever, and then you're going to eat something healthy, then they want to have something healthy there to serve to you, or something that at the very least sounds like a healthy option to serve to you, so that they can also get your money. The same problem comes up when you go to places like Walmart and you buy supplements. Walmart supplements are just so that Walmart could get in on that sweet $1 billion supplement money. But their supplements are absolute crap. They are super underdosed. They BCAA spike their proteins. They're low price for a reason. Like even the supplements there, like your C4, you can get C4 there. It's C4 Vortex or something like that. It's a super watered down version of the C4 that you can buy at a supplement store. So That's why it's cheaper, because they're not doing as much with it as they do in a supplement store. Now, I'm not saying go out and buy supplements by any means. I am just saying that if you're going to buy supplements, go and, spend your money on the things that might have a chance of working better. There is some science to be said for supplements. However, I feel like supplements just come down to a matter of convenience or deficiency. So if you're having a deficiency in something, you take your supplements, and that usually will never include pre-workout. Usually it will only be like protein and creatine, things like that. It's definitely not ever going to be a pre-workout that you're deficient in. I mean, if you just absolutely feel like you must have a pre-workout before you work out, try drinking coffee. It's only 1 calorie, and it's not going to have you awake for 8 hours after feeling pumped up the whole time. Also, you need to consider, when you're buying supplements, you need to consider deficiency. Well, you're not going to, or you have to consider convenience. So, like, if you're going to get a protein shake or something to replace a meal that you didn't have time to eat, that's acceptable, but you still want to try to have a whole meal as soon as possible. You don't want to just go ahead and start trying to replace a meal with a protein shake in your diet. You want to have a diet rich with whole foods, nutrient-dense options, not calorie-dense options. And then the supplements are exactly what they're meant to do. They supplement your diet. Say, you were 20 grams shy of your protein goal for the day. Then that's the time to maybe hit a protein shake, because you won't add a whole lot of extra carbs to your diet while you're doing that. So really, to be honest, I mean, the food that is the healthy option at a fast food restaurant, it's a healthier option than the other food that they've got at the fast food restaurant. So if you're looking for food that you can eat at a fast food restaurant, yeah, you could, but you're just better off making your own food, prepping it at home, and then bringing it with you wherever you go. And not having to worry about that. Or if the kids want to have fast food or something like that, then you take them to fast food and you go home and you eat your prep meal. Don't buy into that. Don't give them more money. Don't let them think that what they're doing is good so that they can keep doing it. A lot of what fast food does is extremely wrong, because all they want is to make a lot of money. They don't care about whether or not you lose weight, because if you don't lose weight, you're still eating their food, so you're still paying them money to make that food for you to eat. So really just think about what you're doing when you go into a restaurant. Consider going home and having your prep meals and things like that, and not having something from the restaurant. Even if it sounds like a healthier option, it is a healthier option, but it's not the healthiest option. So go home and have your food that's the healthiest option. Look for my video on YouTube for all the workouts that I'm going to have posted a little bit later on tonight. My YouTube channel is Iron Will Fitness. I'm on the internet at ironwillfitnesstraining.com. I'm on Facebook at Iron Will Fitness Training, and I'm on Instagram at Iron Will PT. We'll holler at you later. Peace. For our beginner overweight obese program today, we'll be doing 25 minutes of walking. You can do 25 minutes of really any activity you want. I only suggest walking because it's going to get your heart rate up into that optimal fat burning zone, and it's going to be what's going to be easiest on your joints, unless you want to go swimming or something. I hope you have a great day. Make sure you get that activity in, and we will see you tomorrow. To start off our beginner program today, we'll be performing the dumbbell bench press. To do this movement, you'll lie back on a bench with 2 dumbbells of equal weight. You're going to hold them with your arms extended all the way over your chest. Squeezing your chest, pull your shoulder blades back behind you and pinch them together like you're trying to hold a pencil in between them. From there, you're going to lower the weight by leading with the elbow down to about chest height. Make sure that the weight stays over your wrist and elbow. From there, you're going to push the weight all the way back to the top of the movement, and then squeeze your chest as hard as you can. Repeat these steps for reps. Let's do 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. Our second movement of the day is going to be the cable wide grip lat pull down. To do this movement, choose the weight that you'd like to use on the cable tower on the side for the lat pull down. Set the leg pad to where you can get your hips up against the thigh pad. Grab a hold of the bar and then sit down in the seat. Slide your hips all the way up to the thigh pad so your butt doesn't raise up out of the seat as you're trying to do this movement. And begin the movement with your arms fully stretched above you. Pull down and lead with your elbows. Bring your elbows down and behind you as if trying to put your elbows in your back pockets. Pull the weight down to your collarbone. Once you've reached your collarbone, squeeze for just a second and then reverse the direction of the exercise back to the top of the movement slowly with control, and repeat these steps for reps. Let's do 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. Our third movement today is going to be the fixed bar overhead press. You can use any fixed bar. I'm using an easy bar because that's what I have access to in the main room of this gym. But you can use a straight bar if you'd like. If you have access to one, that's good. But you'll begin this movement at the top of your chest, and you'll press over your head. So you're going to keep your elbows and wrists in alignment, and you're going to push the weight over your head until you've reached the top. Squeeze your shoulders for just a second, and then lower with control back down to the top of your chest. Some people will tell you that you only have to go down to about where your mouth is. Some people will tell you about where your eyes are. I say get full range of motion throughout the movement to get the full benefit of muscle building in this exercise. Just take it easy. If you're leaning back too much, lower the weight because you can harm your lower back if you're putting too much pressure on your lower back for this movement. So make sure that you keep your back straight as you push through this movement. If you start to lean back too much, lower the weight. Let's do 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. Moving on to the cable seated row, select the weight that you'd like to use. Place your feet on the feet pads. Set all the way back with your knees slightly bent, pushing through your legs, and your back as upright as you possibly can have it with your shoulders stretched forward. To begin this movement, you're going to retract your scapula and pull your elbows back as far as you can behind you, trying to get your elbows behind you and try to make it feel like you're trying to make them touch. And squeeze as hard as you can for just a second, and then return slowly with control to the starting position with your shoulders stretched forward, and repeat these steps for reps. Let's do 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps for this exercise. Our next movement is going to be the easy bar incline skullcrusher. If you want to do the flat bench version of this movement, you can. I prefer myself to do the incline, and that's what I included in this because it gives you a better stretch in your tricep, and it gives you a better opportunity for contraction at the top of the movement. So to begin the movement, you're going to lay on an incline bench or a flat bench with your elbows over your head and your arms outstretched as far as you can above your head. From there, you're going to bend your arms and let the weight come down either to your forehead or to the back of your head. And then you'll squeeze through the triceps and lift the weight back to the top. Squeeze your triceps for a second and then repeat these steps for reps. Let's do 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps for this exercise. For our biceps, we're going to hit the easy bar biceps curl. You're just going to stand with your feet about hip to shoulder width apart for stability. and an easy bar in your hands, elbows slightly forward, and then you'll begin by curling the weight up to the top, squeezing your biceps for just a second, and then lowering with control until your arms are completely straight at the bottom. Repeat these steps for reps, and let's do 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps for this exercise. Our abs exercise today is going to be a decline crunch. You'll use a decline bench, but try not to put the decline too high. You don't need to be almost upside down for this to work. Just set it at a nice even decline and lay down on the bench. To begin this movement, start with your chin in your chest, and you're just going to raise yourself up enough so that your shoulder blades and a little bit of your upper back are off of the bench. I'm coming up a little higher than I thought I was, but you're not trying to come up really, really high. You just want to at least make sure that your shoulder blades are off the bench. Once you've reached the top, and squeeze your abs as hard as you can, lower back down with control, and then repeat these steps for reps. Let's do 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps for this exercise. Don't forget to do your cardio before you leave the gym, unless your plan is to go to the park and run or ride your bike or maybe go roller skating or something. But if that's not your plan, then you still have cardio to do. 15 minutes before you're done. I hope you had a great workout. Have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace. To start off our chest day for the intermediate program, we're going to be doing the Barbell Incline Bench Press. Begin this by loading up the bar with the weight you'd like to use. Sit down on the seat, make sure that it's adjusted properly. If it's adjusted properly, go ahead and unrack the bar and hold it directly over your chest while pinching your shoulder blades behind you like you're trying to squeeze a pencil in between them and keep it there. From there, you're going to lower the bar with your elbows directly under your wrists, all the way to your chest, and then you're going to push to the top of the movement, squeeze your chest, and repeat these steps for reps. A lot of people will ask where to grip the bar, and my answer to that is grip the bar where your hands will be directly over your elbows at the bottom of the movement. This is going to be the placement of power, because you have 3 stacked joints when you're at the top of the movement, and you have 2 stacked joints at all times. Let's get 4 sets of 8 to 12 reps for this exercise. Our second movement will be the dumbbell decline fly. So you're going to lay on a decline bench and with dumbbells directly over your chest. It's going to feel like it's a downward angle, as if you were doing the high pulley cable fly. From there, you're going to lower the weight to either side of you, letting the stretch cross your chest. And then reverse the movement and bring the weights back to the top with your arms pretty well straight throughout the movement. And squeeze your chest for just a second at the top, and then repeat these steps for reps. Don't forget to have your shoulder blades pinched back through the entire movement so that your chest is pushed forward and it's getting most of the work done to it. Let's get 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. For our next chest movement, we'll be doing the machine chest fly. just set up the machine so that the arms of the machine are directly out from your shoulders. Select the weight that you'd like to use and sit down in the machine. Pinch your shoulder blades back and begin the movement by bringing your hands together with your arms fully extended throughout the movement and squeezing your chest at the front of the movement. And reverse the direction and return with control to the starting position. And repeat these steps for reps. Don't forget to squeeze your chest as hard as you can at the front of every single one of these repetitions. Let's get 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. For triceps, we're going to start off with dips. If you are strong enough, I'd like you to do the body weight form of dips even if you can't quite get to the rep ranges. If you aren't strong enough or you don't feel confident with it, you're more than welcome to use a machine dip. But with the way I'm going to explain it is going to be the body weight dip. You're going to start with your arms fully extended, and you're going to bend your elbows and let your elbows come up behind your shoulders to about shoulder height. And then you're going to push through your triceps and squeeze and bring yourself all the way back to your arms fully extended, lifting your own body weight. Repeat these steps for reps, and let's do 3 sets of at least 8 to 12 reps. For our next tricep exercise, we'll be doing the cable reverse grip triceps push down. Begin this movement by selecting the weight you'd like to use and getting a straight bar to put on the cable. Grab the bar with an underhand grip and lower your elbows down to your sides. This is your starting position. From there, you're going to straighten your arms all the way down and squeeze in your triceps at the bottom of the rep. And then return slowly with control back to the top of the movement. Make sure that the cable is almost directly up and down when you've got it at the bottom. Keep your elbows slightly forward so that you can extend your arms fully throughout the entire movement, and try not to lean over the top of the bar while you're doing it, because then you're doing more of a press than a triceps push down. Let's do 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. For our third triceps movement, we're going to be doing the easy bar incline skullcrusher. Begin this movement by laying on an incline bench with weight in your hands fully extended above your head. From there, you're going to bend at the elbow and lower the weight down behind your head. Then you'll reverse the movement and push the weight back up, extending your arms fully and squeezing your triceps at the top. Repeat these steps for reps. Let's do 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. For our abs movement tonight, we're going to do a captain's chair side-to-side knee raise. I know there can be a misconstruing of how I mean it. When I say the side-to-side knee raise, I mean your feet go down side to side. So you're going to raise your knees up to the middle, and then you're going to begin by lowering your feet down into one side of the captain's chair. Then raise your knees back up, and then lower them down to the other side. Do this with as much control as you can, and make sure that when you bring your knees up, you bring your tailbone off of the back pad of this captain's chair. I call it a captain's chair. I don't know what the technical name for it is. But make sure that your tailbone comes off of the back when you bring your knees up to your chest. We're going to do 3 sets of 14 to 20 reps of this exercise, because we got to keep it even. So, yeah, let's get it done. unless you're leaving the gym to do cardio, you need to do your cardio at the gym. You can do any cardio equipment that you'd like to do. Just make sure you do something. We're not just working on our cardiovascular endurance, we're also working on our muscular endurance so that we can handle the same weight for more reps or more weight for the same reps. Have a great day. Make sure you get your cardio in, and we'll see you tomorrow.